Robotic affirmations. I want to discuss robotic affirmations because I've been using them lately and I've had success. But there's a few things I want to point out to you that may assist you when you're using robotic affirmations. Something that is repetitive. But remember, I want to discuss all these topics and I want to help you be able to use this to your benefit. That way you can really use these, because it can be simple. It can be very simple to manifest whatever you want to come into your life simply by using robotic affirmations. Okay, so the first thing that I want to cover about these affirmations is feeling is the secret, okay? Feeling is the secret, and I've been using affirmations robotically somewhat, but after analyzing it over and over and over in my own mind, I realized that I wasn't really robotically affirming things. Because remember, Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. And does a robot have feeling? Does it feel anything as it's repeating something or doing anything? A robot lacks it has intellect, but it does not have emotion. It does not, the natural feeling of the end. Feeling is the secret. The acceptance of the end, the natural feeling of the end. Robots don't have emotion, okay? They don't truly feel anything. So that was the only takeaway for me. But I've always affirmed things like, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Illness cannot live in a harmonious body. But as I repeat these affirmations robotically somewhat, I'm present. Remember, robots aren't present. Robots aren't present. So you want to be present and you want to feel the affirmation as you're saying it. So if you're repeating an affirmation, try to slow time down and be more present, because feeling is the secret. And that's what carries you into the multiverse and shifts you in the parallel realities into the world where you want to be. And that's what draws things to you, attracts a new world to come to you. Remember that when you're using robotic affirmation. I love affirmations. And sometimes I do robotically affirm them, because if you're using robotic affirmations, they can be very helpful, even if they are robotic and you're not trying to you're just trying to change your inner dialogue. Like if you're stuck on something, like if you're reacting to this three-dimensional world, or you're just in a horrible mood and you don't feel good, as you're going to sleep at night, you're trying to create, a new feeling state, fall asleep, or before you fall asleep, repeat, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Repeat this affirmation robotically at first, but once you say it, 3 or 4 times, try to become present during the course of repeating it robotically. That way, it doesn't continue to be robotic at first, because at first you're going to have a lot of inner dialogue that's connected to this. So it's that you're trying to break free from the reactions and the mood that you're in. So at first, just robotically do this. Use the affirmations. I found this to work very effectively. Start using the robotic affirmations to change your inner dialogue, change your moods. And then once you start feeling it, take the robotic part out of it and just start repeating the affirmation presently, like holding your attention on it. And really, when you slow time down and you're saying, I am whole, what does that mean to you? I am perfect, I am strong, I am powerful, I am loving, I'm harmonious and happy. Your imagination is going to create these pictures if you're present. Like you truly want to feel these things though. You don't want to just be robotic and saying them and they don't mean anything to you. Feeling is a secret. So you can temporarily do these robotically, but try to be more present as you're repeating something, whether that's whatever affirmation your favorite affirmations are, or if it's just for select things that you're trying to counteract with reactions that you're making. Do them robotically at first, but after you have planted the seed, start watering it with present moment awareness. Start watering the affirmation, like I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving. Everything's working out for me perfectly. Everything's working out for me perfectly. Repeating these affirmations, but feeling them. And that's really my take on using these affirmations. And I do use them robotically sometimes, because whenever I have like a moment in time where I'm waiting for something, or if I'm, in delay, or I'm on hold, or I'm waiting for someone for a meeting or a client, I will repeat, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy in my mind. And sometimes it does become robotic, like where I trained my mind to always be repeating it over and over. So those habits through robotic affirmations can also be helpful. Because once you program a new habit of repeating something, your mind will automatically keep repeating that affirmation in your mind, without you even trying, which I think is really good, works well with robotic affirmation, is just programming different habits of doing certain things. But remember that feeling is a secret. You want to make sure that you're feeling this stuff too. So even if it's like, if it becomes a habit where you're repeating it in your own mind, try to be present during and catch yourself while you're doing that, and be present. Because remember, present moment awareness is everything. You can enjoy the experience of life until you become present, until you really slow down and be grateful for the moment and living in the now. Oh, there's Neville. I just saw him. He was at the roof. Let me see if I can. He was in the water over there. He just showed his head, but he went underneath. The little alligator. He's pretty shy. He jumped out the other day when I came over the bridge, and he was right here by the palm tree, and he went jumping right in the water. He was scared of me, but he's got nothing to fear. But he'll figure that out soon enough. Robotic affirmations, I do like them, but try to be present. Try to become present as you're repeating them. If you can't be present right away, keep doing it until you have solidified that affirmation with your inner dialogue, and then start feeling it and just be grateful and present in the moment. And look around and give appreciation. Give somebody a hug today. Tell someone you love them. That also. Oops, sorry about that. This camera's trying to follow me. But give somebody a hug today. Tell someone you love them. They're doing a great job. Absolutely amazing. And teach someone new today, and you'll feel great about yourself. And remember, it's about what we fall asleep with, like who we truly believe that we are and what we deserve to have in our lives as we're falling asleep in our current concept of self. And the more that you do things that you're proud of, the more things that you do in your life that you're proud of, you're going to create more things that are going to reflect that back to you. Like if you're proud of yourself and you do great things like throughout the day, you're going to fall asleep very deserving and accepting of a lot of new things coming into your life, that like your manifestations, your desires, things are going to start coming to you, because there's no one to blame but self. There's no one to change but self. So if your world isn't the way you want it to be, it's something that you need to change in your life. Like right now, if there's something in your life that you've been putting off, that you haven't been wanting to do, I want you to do that today. And if it's 5 things, I want you to do those things today. Just get them done. Because if you just don't feel good within yourself right now and you just can't pull yourself out of it, it's usually something in your life that you've been putting off that you really just don't want to do, but you need to do. And it's in the back of your mind. It's stuck back there and you just don't feel good about yourself because you haven't accomplished that. Figure out what that is today and get it done. Knock that out. Get it done. Be non-negotiable. Become the version of yourself that you love and admire, and give that person to the world. And if the person that you love doesn't put things off, does everything they say they're going to do, and they love you, that's the person that you want to become. And then you give that person to the world, and then your world just reflects that entire thing back to you. And it's just, you will see, if there's something in your world today, and the person that you admire, you got to think, would that person that you admire be putting these kind of things off? No, they wouldn't. They're going to do it. Even if it appears to be at the surface level difficult with your beliefs and your labels, do it. You're going to feel great when it's done. And at the end of the day, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I finally got that thing done. I've been putting off for 6 months and it's done now. And it actually wasn't that difficult. and I feel great about what I've just achieved. And I finally got that done. You're going to fall asleep like a baby. And the next day something like a miracle is going to happen in your world. And then you create step by step after that. Now you realize something new to achieve in your world that brings new things. There's things in your life right now that are holding you up from your new states of consciousness. And until you can do them and start overcoming these obstacles, you're going to stay where you are. But once you start doing them, you're going to raise your states of consciousness. That's how you get to the next level. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.